Hi everyone, this is me, Panna, once again, your Renaissance woman. I hope you all are doing well. Today, I am going to talk about moisturizers, body butters. I wanted to talk about this because I make my own body butter for over a year and a half now, and I've also gifted some of my friends. They all fell in love with it. They have asked me how I make it, so I thought I'll just make a small video about the same, and then they all can make by themselves and benefit out of it. I'm actually going to post all the links in my description box where I bought the products from. It's very few ingredients and it's quite easy. So this is all the material that you would need to make the body butter today. That's organic shea butter, and that's organic beeswax, that's organic coconut oil, and organic almond oil. That's 100% essential oils I'm going to use today. It's going to be bergamot and lavender. This is all we need, and I'm going to provide you with the links from Amazon. That's where I got all of these, apart from the coconut oil, which I got from Costco. And I got a measuring cup just to measure these. So what I would do first is I am going to use a water bath to melt my ingredients, and I'm going to melt the beeswax first. So I am expecting at least 2 bottles of body butter with what I'm going to do. The bottles would be around maybe around this size, probably. Yeah. So how much am I going to use? I would say I'm going to use half a cup of the beeswax. Now, why am I using the beeswax? The beeswax is to make it a little more thicker, because in summertime it's going to become too soft and oils come out, and I have figured out if you use beeswax, it's going to be a little more thicker and it doesn't, melt. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, just so that it doesn't melt. And this is how the organic shea butter looks. Do you want to show? It's melting. The reason I put the beeswax first is because it does take some time to melt. So this is what I was waiting for. All the beeswax is now melted, and now I am going to put the shea butter inside. It's really raw. It doesn't have any odor to this. That's the beauty of shea butter. Now it's going to just melt. So the shea butter is almost done. By the way, I have used around 500 grams, 50 grams less to 500 grams of shea butter. And now I've taken 1 cup of the coconut oil. You have to be careful. That's coconut oil. So my coconut has melted, and the last one I have switched off the stove. I am just going to put in the last ingredient, which is the almond oil. I'm going to add half a cup of it. And that's it, guys. The reason we melted all of this is so that all the oils blend well together. And I will let this cool for a bit. Be very careful and let it stay here for a bit, and then after that put it in the refrigerator for at least 4 to 5 hours, and then it solidifies. So I put all of it in a Ziploc bag so that it's easy for me to fill up this bottle that I'm going to store my body butter. I'm going to make a small hole, just making it easier for myself. And yeah, this is very satisfying. There you go, all done. The reason I started to make my own body butter is because of my son. Ever since he was born, I have started to lead a clean life, if I may say so. I try mostly, and I have started looking into every product that I buy, the ingredients that it contains. So when I looked into the moisturizer I have been using for quite some time, I was pretty disappointed and disheartened because it's a very big name brand, and when I saw what it had inside, I was pretty shocked. So I said, I am not going to expose my son to these chemicals, and I started to make my own body butter, and then I have used that for him ever since. Now I also wanted to check out few other products that are available in the market to see what they have, the best ones in the market, I would say. So I went for a short trip to the drugstore. The product that I have been using for the longest time is AVEENO. I'm pretty sure many of you are using this and really think this is the best in the market. And I'm very disappointed that they actually claim it is natural. I'm not sure what is natural in this if I read out the ingredients to you. It has disteryl diammonium chloride, a very chemically name. I guess this is used for, to make it, it is a moisturizer, lab made. Petrolatum, it is a petroleum jelly. It's actually banned in Europe because it is known to cause cancer. But here in North America, I guess it's okay. They have cetyl alcohol. It is actually used for, I think alcohol is a solvent. So this is used as a solvent. Dimethicone. This gives you the silky texture of the moisturizer. And what else? You have isopropyl palmitate, benzyl alcohol, sodium chloride, and water. I guess water, that's the natural ingredient in this. That's the only natural ingredient. But it has a laundry list of all chemicals in it, and we as consumers are blindly using them without even paying any attention to it. It's quite sad that we are all so busy in our lives that we are just falling for the commercials that we see, the best colorful, vibrant commercial, and we fall for it. It's really, really sad. So guys, I really hope I have given you some important information on the moisturizers. I would really suggest to try making your own body butter. It's very, very easy. It's how many ingredients are there? Like 4 or 5 together. It's very easy and it will last you for over 6 months. That's what I have been doing. I know we are all very busy with our lives. It's a busy world, but trust me, you would not regret the time that you would spend making this body butter. It is clean, you know what is going inside, and economically as well, it's much cheaper when you make your own. And I know it is hard to dig into every product that you are using, but if something like this is doable, why not, right? We are just using up all chemicals on our skin, and later we try to figure out why we are affected with certain diseases that have never been in our families before. This is why the products that we are using now have all these kind of chemicals that our ancestors never used them. Okay folks, I'm going to wrap up my video here. I feel really good doing such videos. I try to share the knowledge that I have. What I benefited from, I want others to be benefited as well. Even if 1% of you would do what I said, probably we will have a better world. Don't forget the drill. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you would be notified when I make another video which is useful for you all. Okay? Until my next video, bye-bye then.